Good afternoon to everybody tuning in on the World Wide Web. Welcome to Tradies Hockey Park in the beautiful Sutherland Shire on the south side of Sydney. Today we're bringing you the Sydney Women's Hockey League, round 7. First game is ML6, Mosman Harbourside versus Sutherland. Of course, the Sutherland Hockey Club acknowledges the Dharawal-speaking people who are the traditional custodians of the land in which we're playing hockey on today. And the club wishes to pay their respect to their elders past and present and emerging, and extends that respect to other Aboriginal people visiting this site and watching online today. Well, we're glad you could join us. Remember, we are streaming in 1080p high definition. Feel free to stream to your television. Just make sure the settings on your device are right so you're getting the best picture quality. This should be an exciting game today. Mosman Harbourside coming off a week off after a tough 0-0 draw with University of New South Wales, whilst the Sutherland squad solidified their position on top of the table with a 2-0 win over Northern Districts. Now remember, if you're listening in at home, whether you be from Mosman Harbour and support that team today or the Sutherland team, please feel free to comment. That's like, subscribe and comment. And we'll be able to share your comments on the screen today during the coverage. So please get involved. We like this to be an interactive stream and we love some participation. Now I'm pleased also to say that we are very privileged today to have Hannah McClung, the first grade Sutherland women's coach, to be joining us here in the commentating box. And so without much further ado, I'm going to pass over to her to take the commentary away today.
G'day everybody, it's Hannah. Thank you for joining us for Sutherland against Mosman. It's a very sunny day today, so good weather, not too hot. The sun won't be in their eyes as they start to play, so we're just watching the warm-ups now. Sutherland on the northern end and Mosman on the southern end. Emily Cherry, Georgia Cherry, Jessica Cherry, Sophie Cherry. In goals is Liv Coxage, Audrey Fuzz, Alyssa Hughes, Darcy Hunter, Sarah Josephine, Joanne Momsen, Piper Murphy, Kiara Shaw, Amy Wetters, and our coaches are Kristen and Blake. So this will be a good game today. We've got Sutherland who've been coming in first at the moment through a very good season. We're round 7, so they've had a very strong start to the season against Mosman, who are coming in 7th, who've had a couple of draws and are developing with the more experienced players as well. Nice clean option on that left post. Sutherland's warm-up is doing N passing drill, looking for the back pass, looking for the diagonal before having the shot into goals. Getting their eye in, having a few shots at the goalkeeper. And I can hear their communication starting early.
For everybody that's listening out there, this is the first game today, ML6. Don't forget that at 3 p.m. today we have ML4, which, Hannah, you'll be ducking from the commentary box to the coaching.
Yeah.
What are you looking for from the girls today?
So we've been trying to work on a few set plays, so we're looking for space up the line and some quicker counter attacks, especially out of defence. So hopefully we can apply that in today's game. Continuing to build on our midfield transfer as well. It's something we've been working on the last couple of weeks. It's starting to come together quite nicely. We're just looking for that change of attack, especially around the edge of the circle. When something feels like it's shut down, is there a better option? Can we go a different direction?
So you must be pleased, though. They're sitting on top of the table, their first year in ML4.
Yeah, we've been very lucky to go up to ML4 because of the half season last year. We were in a prime position when the season was called off, and thankfully we were able to go up a grade. And we've been able to carry through strength to strength as well. So there's obviously a step up between ML5 and ML4. However, we've still had that edge, we've still had that scoring ability, and the results obviously demonstrate that.
And this is an exciting day too for a couple of new Sutherland women's players. There's a couple of debutantes today for the ML6 side. We've got Audrey Fuzz. Audrey's just come off of a successful under-18s carnival in Armidale, where she was part of the Sydney South representative squad that came third in the state championships. So Audrey makes her debut for Sutherland Women's today.
Which will be good to see a mixture of young and old. So the Sutherland ML6 team have some more mature players that have been playing for a couple of decades now, and they're often very vocal, especially from defence coming forward. So it's giving those younger players the opportunity to learn, to be guided by that experience, but then also use their speed and agility on the ball, which is quite nice.
And also Lauren McNally, under 13s player, is making a debut for Southern Women's today, in place of her sister, who unfortunately broke her thumb prior to the state championships. But Lauren's been kind enough to come along and help out, because there's obviously 3 or 4 girls away in Parks this weekend for the under 15 state championships.
So the with the ball, with a quick turnover to Sutherland. And intercepted by Mosman again. Mosman are looking for the attack up their left. Surrounded by a sea of blue. Alyssa Hughes got the turnover and is looking up for attack up the line through Piper. But there's a turnover and Mosman remaining patient on the ball. Transferred from left all the way to the right hand side and looking for the speed up the right. The ball stuck deep in that back right corner, so Sutherland had the chance to turn over and clear it out wide. Sutherland looking to speed, 3-on-3 at the moment. Through the middle of the field, going into Mosman's attack, defending 25. Sutherland's crossed the ball into the circle to be cleared by the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, hitting her fullback's foot, resulting in short corner. Cleared by Jasmine from Mosman over the baseline. Sutherland's going to look to attack again from their long corner option in the centre of the field.
Just to the viewers out there, just my apologies. I've realised there was a sound setting that wasn't quite right, so when we switched to the second camera it didn't quite follow Hannah's sound, but we've sorted that out now and we've got Hannah on both camera angles.
So Mosman put the ball up the line without connection to one of their strikers, so Sutherland's got a 16. So I'd like to introduce Felicia. Felicia's joining me today in the commentating box. Felicia plays for Sutherland in ML4.
Thanks, Han. Looking forward to an exciting game between Sutherland and Mosman. They've never played before, is that right?
Yeah, well, as this is Sutherland's first time in this grade as well, because we've got the ML4 team and ML6 now. This is a new team for Sutherland that has come together. Previously, when Sutherland played against Mosman 2 years ago, it was a very different side. So Sutherland's attacking up their left-hand side. Umpire's blown a turnover for Mosman. Sutherland seems quite condensed, which is narrowing the attack for Mosman, forcing them out wide and coming in around the edge of the circle.
Just a nicely won short corner by the Mosman attack.
Just placing it on one of the Sutherland defenders' feet. So in goals for Sutherland, we have Liv Coxett. And Mosman have set up with 4 across the top of the circle.
Looks like Captain M will take the position of first runner.
Push out to the top, straight hit.
Well saved.
Sutherland defender Joe Momsen touched the ball on the right hand post, just deflecting it over the back line. Mosman now have a long corner in the centre of the field. Sutherland marking quite tightly inside the circle, but there's a bit of space around the edge, which Mosman are trying to find. Unfortunately, turning over on the left-hand side.
My mistake, Captain Joe, not Emily today. Joe's got the captain's band on.
Good hustle from Joe there too. 2-on-1, finding the result on the foot.
And Sarah will take the ball. Looking to transfer across to the other side of the field.
So Sutherland has set up a back three for a fast transfer out to the left to Georgia Cherry.
Yep.
Mosman touching the ball just as it goes over the sideline. So Sutherland have a free hit just outside their attacking 25. Sutherland's finding width and depth with their strikers rotating in the front, but using the safer option around the back.
Straight through 3, Mosman.
For a solid tackle by the Mosman defenders on the top of the circle, and now enabling them to counter-attack down the left-hand side.
So Mosman will take the free hit from just inside the 25.
The striker's rotating out wide looking for some space, but Sutherland's got it quite tightly zoned in there, so the only option was back. Mosman raised the ball into a Sutherland player. Sutherland awarded the free hit.
Unfortunately, Darcy passes it straight back to Mosman.
Halfway through the first quarter, Mosman have had a lot of the ball, especially tackling in towards their top 25. We haven't had any clear shots on goals yet. Sutherland's now counter-attacking.
Nice run there.
Got a 4-on-1 in the circle. Shot. Well done. Sutherland 1 to Mosman Harbourside 0 with 8 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. Sutherland's goal scorer was Jess Cherry with a strong pass on the left-hand side of the circle, across the goals into the far post.
Solid defence by Amy Wetters there.
Sutherland have a quite tight press, as you can see. All the gaps seem to be filled by their strikers in their midfield, not giving Mosman many opportunities. So they're looking for that big hit up the side at this stage.
And a turnover to Sutherland as the ball goes over the sideline for Alyssa to take.
So Sutherland had set up in that back three with Mosman trying to put pressure on that back defender and resulting in a turnover. So they've got a long corner now.
Can hear lots of good directional calling from the Sutherland players as they get their defence into position.
Mosman had tried to attack through the top of the circle, unfortunately kicking it with their foot, so Sutherland have won a free hit. Quick pass into the centre. Looking to try and clear it out wide to the right, up the line. Good connection between the Sutherland players.
Nice run. And straight onto a Mosman foot. Good skills there.
Sutherland's calling for the players to move. Couldn't quite get the straight into the circle option, so looking for that transfer to the left, which resulted with the ball over the side. Mosman's free hit. Sutherland putting a quite tight press on, waiting for that hit. But Mosman able to puncture it through. Mosman have numbers in defence as Sutherland tried to attack. Ball went over the baseline, so it's Mosman 16.
Again, seeing that tight press from Sutherland, forcing them out wide to try and get through.
Mosman using their back four quite nicely to get it out of that tight press.
And it looks like one of the Sutherland players has just been given a green card. That looks like Emily Cherry going off the field. Not entirely sure what for at this stage.
Mosman tracked in from the left-hand side along the baseline, putting it onto one of the Sutherland's foot, so they get another opportunity here with a short corner. With Sutherland's main first runner off the field with her green card, I think we have Chloe Burns as first runner now. No. Darcy Hunter. Mosman set up for the push out. Injecting to the top of the circle, looking for the square pass.
Working their way around. Good shot on goal.
Uncontested. Yeah, quite nice from Mosman.
They'll be wanting to use this time with one less Sutherland player to see if they can get that goal back and bring it back to 1-1.
Travelling 5, so looking for that hit into the circle. Trapped by Sutherland, who are now counter-attacking. Working their way up the left-hand side. Sutherland awarded a free hit just outside the attacking 25. They've got 5 players in attack, closely marked by Mosman.
Good lead by Joe, create some space.
There's been a lot of turnovers this quarter. No team looking very threatening at this stage.
Mosman goes for a transfer, having realised that they weren't having much success trying to puncture the Sutherland press.
And it worked quite nicely. They missed out their left defender and got it straight to their AM. Sutherland on their back stick trying to attack down the left, just not quite strong enough to get through the Mosman defender with a strong flat stick tackle.
Well picked up by Kiara. And they're going to come around and try and go down the other side of the field.
Sutherland looking to create those 2-on-1s then with Darcy Hunter engaging a striker before passing off. Alyssa Hughes intercepted the pass to the Mosman, allowing Sutherland to have attack into the circle. Quick hit into the circle from Joe Monson.
Back of the stick. So ball goes to Mosman for the last 30 odd seconds of the quarter. They'll be looking to get it out of their circle and keep it out.
Sutherland's press forcing them to the right, but they found some space through the midfield. Mosman's centre half, Jenny Evans, is very solid in the centre. Looks like a very experienced player. So Sutherland and Mosman have just finished their first quarter. It is currently 1-0 to Sutherland as the girls take their 2-minute break. Felicia, what do you think Kristen and Blake would be discussing at quarter time for the Sutherland team?
I think probably something similar to what the Mosman team would be discussing, which would be retaining possession of the ball. As you mentioned, last quarter there was a lot of turnovers straight to the opposition. So they might be talking about looking for blue-to-blue passes. They've been using their transfer nicely and they've been pressing well as well. So I think they'd be encouraging them to keep that up. But to think about where they're passing the ball before they throw that pass.
And I think the press is a point of distinction between the two teams. So Sutherland is setting up with a back three and Mosman's setting up with a back four. So the way that they have to press is slightly different. So Mosman is looking for that really hard pressure on the deep defender, trying to force that turnover, where Sutherland's press is more trying to force them in a particular direction, allowing that first pass, and then trying to shut it down from there. Umpire's having a quick drink as well. It looks quite hot out there today.
Having missed the start of the game, I'm just looking at the makeup of the Sutherland team and seeing quite a few new faces today.
Yes, we do have some debutants.
That's very exciting. But it will also mean that communication's even more important when you've got some new players coming into your team. And so far they've been doing that quite well. I don't think we've found a moment where there seems to be someone missing from where they should be.
So both teams are taking the field again for starting the second quarter. Mosman's on the ball. And play begins. Let's go, ladies.
Sutherland has their 11th player back on the field now, so we're all even.
Sutherland intercepting the pass down the line, enabling them to counter-attack down their left-hand side. With a turnover, Mosman tries to clear it out of the contest area, and they're resetting.
Nice strong hit up the line, but was unable to find a Mosman player, so Sutherland's ball.
Sutherland, use a quick free hit instead of having to walk all the way up to the top of the circle. They took it about 10 metres from the baseline.
And it was looking like a good transfer, but unfortunately didn't stick. So
Mosman had a shot, but they were outside the circle.
well left by goalkeeper Liv Coxage. Good awareness to know that she didn't have to touch that ball.
Sutherland's looking for that quick free hit again.
Mosman are crowding quite well and cutting off a lot of those options.
Especially through the centre, they've got a good number of players in there, and it looks like a lot of experience in the middle. Mosman connecting 5 passes down this left-hand side.
They have looked their most threatening when they've gone around, as Sutherland has done as well, rather than hitting through the middle.
Mosman not quite forcing the short corner that they appeared to be looking for, trying to put it on a foot. Instead it got cleared out wide. So Elizabeth Bruscher having the free hit from the long corner 25 for Mosman, travelling 5, looking for that pass. Mosman stuck in that left corner.
And Sutherland's won back the ball.
A couple of times now Sutherland's taken that really quick free pass, and I'm just wondering if they took that extra second, whether that would give them more chance to work together as a team. So they are finding that player, however, that player's then having to go alone and they don't necessarily have the support.
Mosman does seem to be using that hard hit with some effectiveness. It does seem to get through the Sutherland press, but they're also struggling to pick it up themselves after it gets through the Sutherland players. And you see Sutherland's decide to use a back 4 this time.
Mosman taking a quick free hit from this left-hand side, maintaining strength on the ball one-on-one. She's able to cross it towards the circle, but intercepted by Sutherland. M. Cherry.
A nice pass to find the 3 Mosman player, but great defence by Joe Momsen in the circle, taking it outside and winning the free hit.
Mosman deflecting it over the sideline, so Sutherland has another opportunity here on the right. Not quite connecting to their centre half. Umpire playing on a bit of a tussle there with a few possible stick checks and definitely a foot.
A nice run down the baseline from Sutherland, but well picked up by Mosman.
It's always tricky when you're in that baseline. There's not that many options, so ideally if she tracked a little bit further and looked for the dump pass, there was actually a player available at the top of the circle instead of that hotly contested pass along towards the dot. Mosman have set up with 4 outside the circle, giving Sutherland no option to go directly in.
The Mosman defence inside and just outside the circle has been very solid with clean traps, ensuring they've only had the one short corner against them.
And I think that's led by the player in the ball right now, Jenny Evans, number 50. Very solid in her tackling and her decision making.
And that might be a sign to Sutherland that the best way to score goals this game will be to go around their defence rather than through them.
Sutherland taking that quick free hit again instead of walking it up to the top of the circle, which is giving their right defender more time on the ball.
Good intercept by Mosman, but won back by Darcy Hunter.
Darcy running it out of defence, looking for that connection through the middle, with a solid tackle from Mosman to turn it over.
And after a bit of a tussle on the sideline, Sutherland's won the ball.
Joe Monson creating the 2-on-1, touching a foot on the way through, winning another free hit for Sutherland.
And another big hit goes straight through all the players. Seems to be the theme of this game.
Sutherland setting their press on the right-hand side. Mosman able to pass through it into the midfield. Not quite able to connect that third pass back out wide again though. Sutherland have an opportunity to attack now.
Some skills from Kiara has won a free hit for Sutherland just outside the circle.
I think that was a good decision from her. She had two Mosman players in front of her, not really anywhere to go, so she just put on her foot, giving Sutherland another opportunity to reset and start again. M. Cherry tracking the ball.
Unfortunately, she didn't take it 5 before she entered the circle, so Mosman's ball.
Not quite 5 metres there. Potentially could have put a little drag in there, create that extra distance. Sutherland transferred from right to left, now looking for an opportunity to the left side of Mosman's circle, but they have a solid wall of defence there. Definitely have the numbers back in defence. Ball bobbling over the back line for a long corner for Sutherland now. Joe Monson to M. Cherry. Mosman put in a strong tackle, I guess, but the umpires considered it too strong and has given them Sutherland an advantage and made it a short corner, even though the tackle was from outside the circle.
Setting up for Kiara to push out to Emily Cherry on top of the circle.
They've got the two big hitters there, Joe and M at the top. We'll see which one it goes to. Push out to M, straight shot.
Well defended by the Mosman postie.
Yep, so that's Rowanna on the right-hand post. She stayed in place again, but the ball hit the left post and rebounded out. Sutherland still trying to attack. Alyssa crossed it across the goal for Sutherland, but Kiara didn't quite connect and put it in.
Another big hit from Mosman, goes straight through everyone and over the back line, so it'll be a Sutherland 16. And Georgia Cherry will take the ball.
Umpire asks her to take it back in line with the top of the circle, so she doesn't get any advantage on that.
Mosman does a good job of cutting off that option down the line.
Spinning into the circle, trying to pop it through, but Sutherland stick were down, so they didn't really have that opportunity.
And the umpires called it for Sutherland. Off a Mosman player.
Mosman walking that off as the ball had hit into her foot.
You can hear the call to use Georgia on the left, and that's what she does.
Through the centre, through M. Cherry over to the right. Sophie Cherry not quite strong enough in that contest, so Mosman have been awarded the free hit. The umpire may have interfered a little bit on that one. Unfortunately, Mosman were not able to wrap around him and connect those two passes together.
And a Mosman ball from just outside the circle. Looks like they've set up a back four, and they'll try and go down the left-hand side. Another strong pick up from Mosman.
They've got an opportunity here. 5 on 5, looking for the opportunity through the right. Sutherland just channeling outside the circle, looking for that time to put in the tackle. Mosman crossed the ball into the circle, must have touched a
Sutherland
foot, so they've called a short corner. So there's just under 3 minutes left on the clock. This is the second quarter of Sutherland ML6 versus Mosman Harbourside. Sutherland is currently winning 1-0, but Mosman have an opportunity here now with a short corner. Injector pushing to the same player at the top, trying to look for that square pass, but it wasn't inside the circle.
And Sutherland has run back very quickly in defence, so
yeah, getting those numbers behind the ball.
nice tackle from Amy there. And onto a Mosman foot.
Sutherland's really trying to stretch the defence, putting a player very high, which could pay off if there's a clean pass through to them.
Some good hard running for the last minute and a half. And Joe Momsen will take the ball on the sideline. Raised ball into the Mosman player. And Mosman will take the ball. Again looking for the big hit through, but Sutherland is there and ready to trap it.
Their striker didn't have any options, so she dumped it back to the centre half, M. Cherry, who was in space, able to transfer and reset up this left-hand side. Sutherland looking for an opportunity with 45 seconds left on the clock. See if they can work it inside the circle, try and get a result here. Alyssa crossed it across the goals.
And a good touch from Sophie Cherry into the goals. So with 5 seconds to go, this is how the half will finish. Sutherland 2, Mosman 0.
Well done to both teams so far. I think Sutherland has been very lucky. From what I can see, Mosman has had a lot of the percentage of possession, especially in the attack. They haven't had some clean shots on goals, but they've definitely tried to get into the circle. And if we were to look at the stats, I'm sure that their penetration rate into the circle would be higher than Sutherland. However, Sutherland have been showing that determination in front of the box and getting those opportunities and converting them quite nicely. A few things for the Mosman Harbourside team to consider now. So they don't have any subs. It's going into the second half. I'm sure they're going to start to fatigue. So are they going to change up their positions? Are they going to change what their press is to conserve energy? Or are they just going to maintain and keep that pressure on?
We say thank you. It's half time here at Tradies Hockey Park, and Sutherland lead Mosman Harbour in this ML6 clash. Round 7 of the competition, 2-0. I'm sure Mosman Harbour are working out their strategy for the second half. But we'll play some music. We'll give the commentators a 1-minute break. And we'll be back shortly. Hello to everybody on the World Wide Web. Back for the second half here. Sutherland lead 2-0. But I'm going to send you back to the commentary team of Hannah McClung and Felicia. Sorry, Fish.
Okay. Welcome back. We are watching Sutherland ML6 and Mosman Harbourside ML6. They're taking the field for the third quarter. It's currently 2-0 and it's beautiful weather at Sutho Hockey Tradies Park.
The umpire's ready to start, but the players aren't quite there yet.
Sutherland starting with the ball this half. Jess Cherry started us off. And Sutherland strength on the ball with M Cherry up the right hand side. She's now leaving it for a free hit for Piper. Using that transfer out to the left.
Back and straight up the line, nicely done by Georgia to her sister Sophie.
This is a good intensity from Sutherland at the start, not quite able to connect it into the circle, but it's a good first couple of minutes and hopefully will set the pace for the rest of the quarter.
Mosman looking to go around rather than through.
Sutherland had a quite quick transfer on their press, but they weren't able to beat the ball. But they were able to turn it over just over halfway. Mosman in their deep left looking to work it out, stick to stick, stringing 3 passes together before putting it over the sideline. Mosman putting a bit of pressure on the deep defender in that press again, sending one of their strikers high.
And Sutherland going around the left side again.
Alright, so they have an opportunity here in their attacking 25. Mosman marking quite tightly in the circle, so they had to create movement to create space to give them that opportunity. They got it into the circle, put it on a foot, and they were awarded the short corner.
And as it's their third short corner of the game, it'll be interesting to see if Sutherland tries something other than a hit from the top.
Setting up in the same positions. Straight out to Joe Momsen.
And a layoff to Emily Cherry. Well defended by the goalkeeper.
Jasmine Elliott clearing it strongly over the sideline. Welcome, Chris.
Hello.
Hi, so Sutherland are winning 2-0. How did the team chat go at halftime?
Yeah, I think it was, it's been quite a tough game. Mosman are a really good opponent. And I think after the week off, it's just getting out a bit of the cobwebs that might have, started to grow. But I think it was a positive team chat, sort of keep doing what we're doing, making sure we're getting in front and, keep up the supportive communication.
So Mosman are looking for some really strong hits through the press. Is there anything that Sutherland needs to consider around that?
Yeah, I think we just need to be strong in where we're sort of standing and be confident in our positions. I think, if we keep doing that, it should just come straight to us and we can trap it and go forward.
Great. Well, good luck for the rest of the half. It will be good to see how the girls go and whether they can apply the feedback that you've asked them to apply during the game.
All right, thank you.
Some insights from Sutherland coach Kristen Aegis there. As we see Mosman taking the ball into attack.
They've been awarded a free hit because Sutherland put in a strong defence, bouncing off their striker. Hopefully Mosman can convert this opportunity. They've had a few short corners now. They've looked for the straight shot. They've looked for the square pass to the right for a shot. Let's see what they'll do. So Sutherland set up quite quickly, just waiting for the injector.
Nice strong push to the top. And a straight hit. Well defended by Liv Coxage in goals. And Sutherland has accidentally tackled their own player there. And that's resulted in Mosman winning the ball.
I think the positive of that was, though, that their striker had run all the way back for that short corner, just overly keen, trying to get the ball.
Her stick is pink, so there may have been a bit of confusion.
Joe Momsen having that very quick hit out defence, have hit Kiara Shaw into the striker line, cross to Alyssa, who didn't quite connect with Jess Cherry.
Some very nice skill from Kiara Shaw there to get the ball around Mosman player.
Sutherland touching it into the circle, but well defended by Mosman. Wendella clearing it out to their left.
And Mosman using some of their skill to get around a couple of players, but unfortunately not losing the ball.
Yeah, it ended up connecting and going through. Forcing a free hit. Mosman's now attacking down the right-hand side, crossing the ball into the circle for their first shot.
Cross.
Saved by Sutherland goalkeeper.
And the pressure from those Sutherland defenders may have rushed the striker into taking the shot before she was quite ready. But a Mosman long corner as it came over the back line from the Sutho goalkeeper.
So Jenny Evans taking her time, looking around for the best pass, deciding that's out to the left. Not quite able to puncture through Joe Momsen from Sutherland, just planted on the outside of the circle.
Mosman is setting up with some nice positions to do a midfield transfer. They just haven't used that option yet.
Sutherland has an opportunity here. It's a 2-on-1. Jess Cherry through to Kiara Shaw, having a shot one-on-one the goalkeeper. Cleared out by Jasmine Elliott, Mosman's goalkeeper.
She came out nicely and put some pressure on Kiara rather than hanging back in the goal and waiting. Again, rushing that shot. And she was able to get onto it.
Very good intensity from Sutherland though there. Tracking into the circle. Mosman's put it onto a Sutherland's foot. Mosman taking their time on the 16 free hit, transferring it from left to right. Their wide defender having a lot of time but running it into two Sutherland players, giving Sutherland the chance to turn it over and tack again. Sutherland having an opportunity on the left-hand side, yet again cleared by the Mosman goalkeeper, Jasmine Elliott.
She's having quite a good game.
She's been under pressure the last couple of minutes, especially as Sutherland pick up this intensity in the third quarter.
I think Joe was looking for a 45 pass to Kiara, but Mosman had set themselves up in the right spot.
Mosman defending outside their right-hand side of the circle, able to turn over Sutherland's attempt to attack through the edge.
And they've now got a breakaway with 2 on.
So Stephanie Lamb against Darcy Hunter, trying to get into that goal scoring position, not quite making it.
A nice crossfield pass from M. Cherry there.
Mosman doesn't have the subs, but they're still defending well. All the players are tracking back and they're getting 5 behind the ball, which is shutting down those opportunities for Sutherland. Sutherland using a combination of speed and passing into space to enter down the right-hand side.
Some good defence from Mosman, sending the ball back outside the circle.
Clearing it away from the Sutherland strikers.
And everyone stops for a 10-second breather after what's been a very intense start to the third quarter. Lots of running, lots of quick turnovers.
So the Sutherland have been awarded a free hit on the far right-hand side in the deep pocket. Trying to connect the lead in from the midfield, but were intercepted by Mosman.
And Sutherland have the ball back from the exact same position again. They'll try something different this time. And they've been awarded a short corner for an aggressive tackle, perhaps stick check, just outside the circle.
And it's good to see that Sutherland aren't repeating the same thing. So they had 2 free hits from the same location. First one they tried to connect via passes with leading. The second one, we had one of the Cherries try to take on players one-on-one, which resulted in her entering the circle and getting that free hit.
And we can see that the umpires aren't letting the players get away with any lazy tackles.
Sutherland injected to the top, straight shot, smothered by the Mosman defender, however it touched her foot. It's very quick defence by the Mosman players.
And they reset to try again. You can see Sutherland set up with almost their entire team in the attacking half during a short corner.
They tried the right layoff this time, not quite connecting with Kiara Shaw, but at least they're changing the point of attack, so making the defending team, Mosman, make decisions. Mosman have been awarded a free hit.
Looking to go back and around.
They've got numbers in defence for this transfer. Betsy hitting it up, trying to connect with one of their strikers. Stephanie Lamb has trapped it, looking out wide for another hit through to their other striker in the circle. Unfortunately touching it with her shin pad, so Sutherland has the free hit. Mosman's press is quite narrow, so Sutherland's been able to find holes through it to hit it straight to their strikers for that attacking opportunity.
And cleared over the sideline by the Mosman defender to give Mosman some time to run back and reset.
They do have good numbers behind the ball, which isn't creating, which is shutting down the space for Sutherland as well.
And very nice
Counter attack by Mosman.
onto the Sutherland foot, and umpires called play on.
Liz Woods plays on, resets by dumping it back, and then re-leading down this right-hand side.
Some nice control onto the Sutherland foot.
That's two really good decisions by Liz Woods from Mosman, giving her team extra time in attack. Betsy crossed the ball onto the top, giving Mosman an opportunity to have a shot at goal, but cleared wide by Sutherland's goalkeeper Liv.
And Alyssa Hughes takes it for a run down the sideline. Unfortunately, wins the ball back again.
And that just shows a really good effort. So she had an opportunity, she passed, which was intercepted, but then she stayed in the contest and won it back again.
Sutherland's press is making it very difficult for Mosman to figure out where they can go.
A bobbly hit goes through though. They're always hard to trap. With less than a minute on the clock, Mosman has control of the ball, a free hit on the left-hand side of the field. It'd be good for their strikers to start moving and leading to create space.
They'll be looking to get it into the circle and onto a foot or into the goal with 30 seconds to go.
Sutherland has numbers now as they counter-attack. You can hear from the sideline yelling, "Get an outcome into the circle," as there's 15 seconds on the clock.
And we finish the third quarter, Sutherland 2, Mosman 0. So no goals scored in that quarter, but definitely a lot of intensity in how both teams approached their hockey that quarter.
And we'll be handing you over to Luke for a couple of minutes while myself and Felicia have our team talk, as ML4 are up next at 3 p.m. with Sutherland again as well.
And a big special thank you to Hannah McClung and Felicia for their help today on in the commentary box, allowing us to have coverage for the ML6 game today. We are a volunteer-based community streaming service, so we don't do this for any money. We do this to bring community sport to everybody out there on the internet. I'm glad you could join us. We're going to play a little bit of music and we'll be back for the final quarter. We welcome back everybody that's listening in on the World Wide Web. We're in the final quarter of this ML6 game between Mosman Harbourside and Sutherland. Sutherland leading 2-0. Our commentators have had to step aside because they're up next in ML4. So they're getting ready for that game. There's still some exciting action to come here as Mosman moves the ball towards Sutherland's goal. Have a long corner to Mosman. Worked it back down the far side. Defenders try to get in front of their opposition. Sutherland have got everybody behind the ball at the moment. Some good strong work up the middle from Sophie Cherry. Cherry sister combo, 1-2. Moving forward, but brilliantly intercepted. It's bobble, it's into the D. The umpire has called a penalty in favour of Mosman, and they'll take the ball. Nice sideline work there from Mosman. Has just been intercepted by Piper Murphy, and she's running forward onto Chloe Byrne. Again, Mosman break down that play. Sutherland compressing their defence on that side of the field and putting a lot of players around the ball. Mosman attempt to take it to the other side of the field and back again. Nice run. Darcy. Last line of defence there for Sutherland. Manages to trap the ball and clear the imminent threat. Ah, some nice work there. Some nice work there from Mosman Harbour. Got a foot inside the circle and they'll line up for a penalty corner. Try to bring back the lead from 2-0 with just under 11 minutes remaining in this final quarter.
Or in the middle of the commentary, hit
Sutherland manages to break down the penalty corner and I think the umpire has ruled long corner. Mosman will take it from the 16. Beautiful ball through from Emily Cherry.
Quick jog around the grass, girls. Let's go.
Joe moves it forward, transfers it to the far side of the field. Piper Murphy. Oh, beautiful ball into... And that's a goal to Sutherland. To Alyssa Hughes. Sutherland take the lead, 3-0 in the final quarter. Just under 9 minutes to go. Some strong effort there from Piper. Strong on the ball, keeping the ball on his stick. Sutherland transfer around the back through Darcy. Audrey, some handy work there from Audrey, finding a Mosman Harbour foot. Another strong effort from Piper. She's running well on the ball this afternoon. We have Hannah back, thank goodness.
Yes, so I just ducked away from my team talk for Sutherland ML4 team, but I'm back with 7 minutes on the clock. So Mosman's looking for a way to get out of defence here, punching the ball through. Luckily enough, able to get a long corner because it got deflected off a Sutherland player. Mosman player taking a one-on-one opportunity around the left-hand side. Able to connect with one of their other players, awarded the free hit. Very close to the baseline, not many opportunities in this back corner. So having to reset, going out around the back, punching the ball into the circle, but not able to connect with any of the other Mosman players. So Sutherland's got the ball in the deep pocket. Looking for the hit down the line to clear it out of their defence. Able to connect with Amy Wetters, who's stayed in the contest, won the ball back and passed it off to M. Cherry. M's using her speed down the left. Connecting with the striker, who got toppled over in defence by Mosman. So Sutherland have a free hit just inside their 25. Umpire calling everyone to be 5. Sutherland winning a free hit. A short corner. Going into the huddle as Mosman set up their defensive positions. Sutherland quickly ejecting to the top of the circle, but not a clean trap by M. Cherry. Still able to get a shot away. She passed it to the right, deflected in, but saved by the Mosman defender.
Not a chance. I hate commentating.
Sutherland have a long corner here. Mosman marking tightly, following the players. Chloe Burns led out of the circle, received the ball and had a shot, hitting wide. Mosman working the ball out their left-hand side, jinking it past the Sutherland defender, jinking it past another one. The player running 50 metres before passing it into the circle. So Mosman have a good opportunity here, cross the ball, but cleared by Sutherland defenders. Here we go again into the circle, looking for a result. Not quite able to pull it off, and Sutherland start their counter-attack down their right-hand side. Sutherland working the ball up, creating 2-on-1s, looking for that free hit in the centre. Jenny from Mosman breaking the ball down, giving them time to get back and defend. Sutherland attacking in through the right-hand side, put it onto a foot, being awarded a short corner. With just under 3 minutes left on the clock, Sutherland ML6 is winning 3-0 to Mosman Harbourside. There's been a number of short corners in this game. Sutherland has had multiple opportunities, mostly putting in a straight shot, a couple looking to their right and to the left. But without the other powerhouse, Joe Monson, on, it's likely that M. Cherry is going to have a straight shot. Here we go. Straight shot saved by one of the Mosman defenders, resulting in another long corner. Sutherland getting a shot away, deflected by the Mosman goalkeeper over the back line. Resetting for another long corner, and in the last couple of minutes they've had a few opportunities here. So let's see if they can create space through leading, width and depth of their strikers. Into the circle, strongly defended by Mosman. However, obstruction has awarded them a short corner. In the dying couple of minutes, Mosman looking to hold out the defence and keep the ball out of the goals, and Sutherland looking for maybe 4-0 on the scoreline. Injecting didn't come out quite straight, so Mosman able to run down the ball and intercept it at the top. Awarded the free hit. Mosman looking for the big hit to their strikers, trying to connect. Sutherland clearing the ball over the side as the siren goes off. So thank you for watching Sutherland versus Mosman Harbourside ML6 Sydney Women's Hockey League. Very great game today with Sutherland coming out on top 3-0.
That's full time here at Tradies Hockey Park. Congratulations to Sutherland. 3-0 winners over Mosman Harbourside in ML6. Stay tuned, everybody. We're going to take a couple minutes break and we'll be back shortly for ML4 action. A game between Sutherland and Mosman Harbourside.
good.
Well, welcome back to Tradies Hockey Park for round 7 of the Sydney Women's Hockey League competition. For those that are new and joining us for ML4, you've missed a great game earlier. ML6, Sutherland winners 3-0. And Sutherland will be hoping to replicate that in this next game. For those that are listening on the World Wide Web, remember we're streaming in 1080p and high definition. So make sure the settings are right on your device, and you can also stream from your device to your television to get the best viewing experience this afternoon. There's also the opportunity to comment and be involved in the game. So if you like and subscribe and comment, we'll be able to share some of those comments on screen during the game. You'll be able to be part of the action. Well, I'm pleased to say that we have a couple of legends of the club supporting us today here in commentary. Welcome to the commentary box our PL2 coach, Grant Hollyman, and life member, as well as back from a couple of weeks off in Bali, it's Ethan or Bob Rowling to join us. So without much further ado, I'm going to pass over to them to begin the commentary for today's game.
Thanks very much, Luke. It's the Holly and Bobby show this afternoon, and we're very excited. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon at Sutho Tradies Hockey Centre. A few stats that you might want to know about. We are playing first versus fourth very early in the season, but it's always nice to be coming first any time of the season. So the Sutho side is currently coming first. They've had 5 games for 4 wins and 1 loss. They've 19 goals for.
Undefeated, so 1 draw.
Undefeated, there's a draw, sorry, there was. They got 19 for, 2 against. So if you're the coach, if you're Hannah McClung, you're thinking things are going okay because you're scoring 4 goals a game and you're not letting any many. As Luke said, I coach the 2nd grade men, and our stats don't look anything like that. Now, if you're on the Mosman, if you're on the north shore of the Sydney, welcome to Sutherland. You have had 5 games for 2 wins, 1 loss and 2 draws. You've got 10 goals and 10 goals against. So 2 all's the average score for 7 points. So it should be an interesting afternoon here. And if those of you who aren't here, it's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. What we might do is we might run through the team list. Now, we have to apologise. The Holly and Bobby show aren't really good with the names. So we will try and pick up the names as we go along. But let me go through the Sutherland team list. Number 11 is Kristen Agus. Number 243 is Yasmin Kane. The goalkeeper is Liz Coxsedge. Number 265 is Grace Clark. 224, Amelia Donro. Got to get that one right. That's the boss's daughter. Number 51, Sarah Dredge. She's also coaches in the under-13s and just recently assistant coach the New South Wales men's under-18s. Number 287, Marina Dwyer. Number 231, Jackie Gordon. 185, Jess Gilbertson. 217, Darcy Hunter. 276, Megan Mazurek. 21, Alex Noy. 18, Felicity Swift. 247, Jackie Turner. 215, Idis. We're going to keep it with Idis because I can't pronounce the last name. And the coach is Hannah McClung, and the assistant coach is a teammate of Bobby and mine, Blake Sharp. Have you seen Donnie here today?
Yep, he was over in the dugout coaching the ML6 team, so he should be back over there for this game again.
For those of you who don't know the 2 coaches, Hannah's played well over 200 games for Sutherland, and Donny, as we call him. Donny's up to be almost the 300 mark. Donny, for those of you who are interested, got man of the match last night in the second grade win against Glebe 3-2 at Sutho. I'm going to hand over to Bobby for the Mosman team.
All right, so running through Mosman, we got number 2, Michaela Yates, who will be playing her second game for today, coming across from Moorebank. We got number 8, Alison Davey. In goals, number 9, Claire Charles. Number 17, Rachel Lowry. 36, Elizabeth Ennis. 56, Kayleen Faulkner. Number 60, Lisa Bernard. Number 64, Amy Watson. Number 66, Alison Mandry. Number 78, Jasmine Humphrey. Number 82, Sonia Finlayson. A couple of these are a little tricky for me. And then TBA on the number, but Nicole Knox rounding out the Mosman squad.
So just to give you a little bit of background, we're both Sutherland people. We'll try not to be biased, but you know, I've played 400 games odd for Sutherland, and Bob's played over 200. So we will try and be unbiased. But just a little bit of background about Sutherland and how we ended up here. We haven't been part of the SWHL competition ever, and 2 years ago we were proud enough to enter in ML6 and lucky enough to win that premiership. Last year went to ML5. And we're winning that competition when we went into COVID, and now ML4. And lucky enough, Sutherland's got 2 sides in the ML competition, so ML4 and ML6. And it's wonderful to have Mosman here. You know, it might be, Bobby, a few of them might decide that they sell their $4 million houses and move down to Shire. What do you think?
Maybe they might want to fill out the first team, make us competitive moving forward, or even one of the teams behind that will start to filter through.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. So the girls are coming onto the pitch. Sutherland running left to right on your screen. So those of you who are new to hockey, and I'm sure there's not many who are watching it, 17-minute quarters, and you run the same way for the first 2 quarters, and then you turn around and run the other way. So it looks like Kirsten's got it. Back to Kane. Just slowly building up on the right-hand side. So a couple of the Sutherland girls have been sick this week. So Felicia, who's got the ball now, she's been sick. Yasmin at centre half, she's been sick. But so back to Dredge at fullback. We're going to split between our first names and last names because we don't really know all their names. But Noi, lovely skills. Stands up, looking for Kane in the centre. Lovely, straight through the centre to Kirsten. Good tackle by the Mosman.
Number 60, Lisa Bennett. Beautiful defence in the middle to clean up there.
Ball into the centre. Back to Noi. Ball out right. So back to Dredge. So Sutherland look like they've got a very traditional setup at the moment with the sweeper and 2 centre halves and the AMs. They've gone away a little bit from the old structures. Ball's gone out to the left wing. Bennett's got the ball, just keeping it still. Sutherland player, stick check. Oh, play on, well umpired. Ball inside. Gordon came across. Kane. Kirsten got to the ball. Oh, well played. Watson on the charge. That was a lovely tackle by Watson then. Fish looking to tackle. Oh, lovely skill. We're not sure of number 68's name. Ball out. So ball, when it goes out off the defender's stick, comes back to the 25. That's a rule that's come in the last couple of years to open up the game, and it is a lot better rule. The ball must go 5 before going in the circle. So now it's gone 5, it's play on. Ennis goes through. Famous Shire name there, Bobby. McInnes. Wonder if she's related. Brought us a premiership 2016.
Well, that's one we might get over to the club then.
Yeah, I think we might bring her up here, eh?
Few
Ball up the wing.
contacts.
Ball up the wing.
That sun must be a killer for the Mosman defence if it gets down there.
Yeah, the afternoon sun, Bobby, here is a killer. Dredge coming out of defence. Looks like Mosman have got a fall-away structure, which what they're trying to do is make Sutherland move. Noi, lovely pick-up to right half. Kane out wide. Oh, missed the pass. Very unlike Yasmin. 2-2-4 to Domro. Ball into the centre. It was a pressured ball. It was a pressured ball. She's done very well to come out there. Done very, very well. You'll notice you can hear in the background lots and lots of talk. There's some good communication here. So a bit more of a forward press this time by Mosman. They're giving Kane a bit of time. That's a lovely press. It was a lovely press and deserved a turn over that one. So Watson has the ball. Goes outside to... We don't have 76 number. We'll have to come back on that one.
Need an updated team list.
Yeah, those of you on
Big hit
thing,
into
if
the
you've got number 76 number, send us her name through the channel. Luke, how do they do that?
I think there were a couple that we weren't sure on the numbers. I think there must be one of the names without a numbers on the team list.
Yep. So if you've got that, can they send that through on the chat? Oh, turnover. Kane on the attack. It's for Donroe.
Beautiful 1-2, work their way into the circle.
To Dwyer. Noi on the outside. Goal! Good touch in. Lovely work. That was actually lovely work, Bobby. So the ball came out, went back around, and looked back in.
The lead-up play down the right was beautiful as well. From the halfway down to the 25, then a 1-2 around the single defender, and they were able to find that positive result. So it was very nice, even the lead-up.
Yeah, that's what hockey's about, sure. Like the gone are the 50-metre passes, they're just useless now because everyone can trap, everyone can hit. There was, what was there, 4 or 5 inward passes there where people created space and you always like a one-on-one with the goalie. The poor goalies, what a terrible job. But even then, it was a 2-on-1 on the goalie, so nice start. Not sure who tapped that in the end, if it goes to Noi or whether there was a cheeky little touch in the end. That's the sort of stuff you do, Bobby. Try and sneak bowls off or something. Yeah, a little sneaky at the end, right? Little seagull, get that chip before anyone else gets it.
There's no better goal than just the tap in.
No, exactly.
Very satisfying.
Domro, very nice. Christian. Out to Dwyer. Good tackle. Lovely tackle down there. Bottom left corner. Lovely tackle. Mosman's hit. Just so you know, for everyone, I played in defence and Bobby plays in the attack, so I used to do all the work and Bobby doesn't do very much at all. That's how it works in hockey. Tackle, Kane. Oh, well played, Mosman. In attack.
But
lovely.
Attackers get all the glory and that's all anyone wants.
That's right. Lovely work from Davey here. Back to Yates. Yates has time to go out. Bobby, one of my least favourite things just happened. What's that, mate? No trap.
No trap.
No trap.
One touch pass. They showed all the patience, beautiful back ball, and they threw it away.
Yeah. Look at that trap. That's how you play hockey. Lovely. Turner in the middle. Out to Donroe, who's got lots of space out here. Leading high. Lovely pass.
Good sliding pressure from Mosman, and they win the hit. So let's see what they can come up with coming out of defence. Looks like a very high press from Sutho.
It is a high press. Look at the left striker up. So what they're trying to do is to keep the ball contained over here. And that's exactly what's happened. That's a good press. Mosman, just Bennett just out of the sideline, but there's not much she could do there because there was no free sticks from Mosman. Okay, the ball with Swift in the right channel. Apparently Fish has been sick all this week too, so good effort for her to come out and do it. Turner's free. She looks for Turner. Turner finds it. Out to Donroe. Good tackle. Mosman, really, really good. That was Watson again. Time in the middle. Ennis. Time there. Bennett out the back. Sutherland deciding against the high press then. Looking for the turnover. Noy turnover. Lovely ball to Kristen. Lovely. That was a lovely 2-on-1 there, Bobby. What do you think?
It was a good option. Alex with the turnover found Kristen in space, and then they looked for the 1-2. I think Kristen could have opened it up. They had a lot of room on the right with some more Sutho players working themselves away from the Mosman players. But in the end, it is the right idea. 1-2, try and work your way around the defenders.
Good tackle. Good tackle. That was an ambitious ball by Mosman across the circle. That will give the coach a bit of a heart attack. I'm not sure they've got a coach, so act like he or she didn't have a heart attack.
They've done well to hold possession of the ball, tackle after the turnover, and let's see what they can produce.
Oh, that's lovely work. It's lovely work by the Sutherland player.
Darcy Hunter. Left back there.
Hunter coaches some of our junior sides, doesn't she, Bobby?
Yeah, she's been one of the under-15 coach for many years now, I believe.
Yeah, that's terrific. Giving back to hockey. What a great kid. Lovely ball out the back to Turner. Comes from a famous pedigree family, the Turners. So her father played first grade for Sutherland for many years. And the two boys both play hockey. We still got Ollie in our second grade team. Matt Turner decided he'd semi-retire at the age of 21. But good to see Jackie Turner with the Sutherland on. Looks good on her. Oh, great turnover. Lovely work there. Mosman into Sutherland's 25. Dredge out. Oh, great cover defence by Sutherland. Everyone back and in front. Oh, Kristen. Good ball up the centre.
Good to see the running back from the Sutho team there. 7 players back to chase the 3 Mosman going forward in attack. So good breakdown, turn around, but couldn't force an attack.
Ball across. Not a bad idea that, Bobby. I reckon she could have opened up the game. The direction of the pass wasn't great, but it was the right idea to open it up because the press was a little bit back from Sutherland.
If that ball doesn't go wayward, that creates a lot of space and a lot of time for the Mosman left back. So could have opened up some possibilities moving forward.
Dredge at the back. Lots of time. Hunter, turnover. Great tackle by Mosman, right winger. Very well protected the ball. Ball across. Oh. Well kept in the end. Very well kept. A bit of ice coolness there, Bobby.
They've had a few balls go across the circle during this first quarter that would be very dangerous if they found a stick.
Okay, so not a full press by Mosman, but not a fall-away press. And, oh, whoop. Megan Mazurak, I think, apologies if I haven't got Mazurak correctly, just turned over in the middle, down the right channel for Mosman. Hunter. Jab tackle. Geez, they're loving these backstick things, aren't they, Bobby?
They are. They're keeping it nice and flat, though. They're getting a lot of them to the sticks.
Yeah. Long corner. Ball goes out to the 25, as we discussed. Watson over the ball. Actually, it's not Watson. It's Bennett. She goes back.
11 behind the ball for Sutho. Not leaving a lot of options open for Mosman.
Interesting to have 11 behind the ball, Bobby. No outlets if that happens.
Especially at this stage of the game, 0-all, first quarter.
It's 1-0, Bobby.
Oh, it is too.
We just have an
My
update on our
apologies.
screen. That's all right. It's updated on Luke's screen. Luke's always on it, just not on the scoreboard at Tradies Hockey Park. Gilbertson's back. Round the back goes Manly again. Yates with the ball. She's gone up the centre. Oh, it's not a bad ball, actually. Those bumping balls into the circle, Bobby, they're the hardest things on earth to trap.
If Fish misses that trap, it's going straight to that right winger, and
Game
it's
on,
a
isn't
good
it?
chance she's
Game
going
on.
to put that away one-on-one.
Great trap there. She's actually got some nice skill, this Benno. Oh, it's across the centre. Noise back. Okay, that'll be a Sutherland hit, I'd say. No, he's played on. Good contest.
strength.
Yep. Yeah, I think these Mosman girls, forget about 1 versus 4 and a goal difference of a lot. These girls have turned up to play in the Shire this afternoon, which is nice to see. Little bit how the Roosters turned up to play the Sharks last night, Bobby. Turned up, they played. We didn't turn up.
I think you need to stop going to the games, Ollie.
Oh, mate, they're killing me. They're killing me slowly. We might have to get McClung to coach the Sharks. Okay, ball back in the left channel. Now that's a good ball. Oh, sticks on the ground, It's gone now. Okay, so there's been a call, set the press, so McClung must have talked about that before the game. Okay. Ball into the right channel. Lovely tackle. Well done.
So those seems to be rushing it a bit more the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Bobby, that Watson can tackle. She just got across there, made a very good tackle. It was a 2-on-1, and she got the positive outcome from Mosman. That's not the ball. That is not the ball. Here we go. Sutherland on the attack through the right channel. Oh, no, foot Sutherland. Play on. Geez, I'd want the penalty, Bobby. I wouldn't want to play on there. Well out. What do I know? That was beautiful out. Finlayson down the right wing. Noy inside now. Lovely. Time. Chris in the centre. Finds centre striker. Striker just sitting there on the ball. Noy's got the ball. That's a good ball. Open it up. No right striker, Bobby.
No, go and walkabout.
Oh, mate. Looks
And
like
a beautiful
looked like-
tackle again.
Looked like Minky on a Friday night. It's Tradies Hockey Park. Dredge doesn't get beaten there. She doesn't get beaten there. So, ball comes in. Back to Beno. Back to Yates. Kane. Just so you know a little bit about Yasmin Kane. She's actually an ex-AHL player. Played many years for New South Wales and has just come back to Sutherland this year. Quite the hockey player. Maiden name Phillips, so you might have known her as Yasmin Phillips. But and a wonderful hockey player. Even better human. Watson. She's got time. I like Watson, Bobby. She's got lots of time.
Very patient. Had nothing on. Finds the free hit.
Commentator's curse. She turns over. Sutherland hit. All right. Oh, well, that's the end of the first quarter, and I reckon 1-0's probably a fair indication. If not, turnover. Hang on. Oh, no, you're kidding me. One more second, it was game on, 1-1. Oh, jeez. I'll tell you what.
Can't get more cruel than that.
Coach McClung will not be happy with that finish. I'll tell you what. Cogsedge won't be happy either with the defence. That's not what you do to your goalkeeper. All right, back to you, Luke.
Well, that's quarter time here at Tradies Hockey Park, and Sutherland lead 1-0. It was almost 1 goal all, but the clock and the buzzer went, saving Sutherland an almost certain goal there at the end of the first quarter. Thank you to the commentary team. We're enjoying your commentary. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am here listening on the balcony. But we'll be back shortly for the second quarter.
Going with them all right. How you call it? Brad Warren, yeah? Very good. How you growing up? Take it. Yeah. He's going good. Is that right? All that Sonny before you really remember Sonny. Sonny.
Okay, welcome back. We're about to start the second quarter here in Sutherland on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. And I'll hand you back to our commentators, Grant Hollyman and Ethan Rowling.
Thanks, Luke. Back here live. Oh my goodness, those of you who missed that end of that first quarter, unbelievable. Literally, if Mosman had one more second, I reckon it was 1-1. And Sutherland got very, very, very lucky. And they were a bit lazy in defence, so I'm sure McClung talked about that at half-time, or quarter time. So ball out right to Mosman, coming down the right-hand side. Yeah, Kane's not going to miss that tackle, is she, Bobby?
Never. But Mosman straight back to where they left off the first quarter, so it's good to see that they've got a bit of oomph behind their play.
So it looks like Idis, and I can't pronounce her surname. She's a Belgium ex-international player at 21. She's come on. She's been crook in bed all week too, but you watch her, if those of you close up, 215. Not sure how much she'll play. She's been in bed all week, but she is quite the hockey player, let me tell you. Played international for Belgium. So we're very, very lucky to have her here in Sutherland colours. And that is a beautiful pass. Oh, lovely pass down the left wing. Humphrey just missed that trap. It was a lovely pass. Ball down in the bottom corner. Mosman playing a high press, so Fish will have some decisions to make here. Striker is an awful long way away from Sutherland, so they've gone to higher press. Go back to Dredge. Well played, Dredge. Oh, now that is how you beat a high press. That is lovely. Down the line.
Yep, can Marina pick it up? She's got it right in the corner. Let's see if she can find some help. Playing the nice patient back ball.
Back to Donroe, who looks in the circle. Penalty just outside the circle. So for everyone who's new, if you have a hit inside the 25, the ball must go 5 before he goes in. So Donroe cannot go direct into the circle. Great rule. So it's touch now, it's play on. It's all game on. And she's looked for the back pass. 16-yard hit. Well defended, Mosman. I like that rule, Bobby. We used to just sit up there inside the 25 and absolutely cream it in and hope to get a deflection. It wasn't particularly good hockey. It wasn't particularly skillful hockey, and I think that's why they got it out. And I think it's good because what they're trying to do is promote skill inside the 25, whereas when we were playing, I used to try and belt the hell out of it and make sure someone got a deflection. And then you'd claim it good hockey. It wasn't really good hockey at all. So Mosman coming out on the right-hand side. Ball short.
I think that just shows how much the game's changed in the last 5 to 10 years. A lot of the new rules coming in, making it faster and a bit slower at times, but changing the dynamic of the game, making sure you got to move the ball. More players having the touch and less players getting hurt.
Yeah, exactly. We used to just pound it. Kristen goes in. Ball. Oh, geez, that was a good ball. That was a great ball. Who's that 287, Bobby? Oh, there it is, Dwyer. I'm sorry, it's on my list, sorry. High press by Sutherland. Oh, well done. Donroe, a little bit of a tap on the fingers. Fish tackle. Well played. Opened up. Geez, that's lovely play. In, out, then in through the right channel. Gilbertson, couple of jab tackles there. Good play by both sides there, Bobby. Ball went in, ball went out, and Sutherland returned serve.
Little bit of a change to the Mosman positioning. They've brought back number 82 Sonia into the AM role. She was killing Sutherland down the right hand side in the winger position, so they brought her back to the AM role to try and help it through. So we'll see if that makes a difference in this quarter. And they find her straight away in the midfield. We'll see what she can do.
Finlayson can play, Bobby. She can play. Oh, good tackle. It's a lovely tackle by Yates. Picked up Chris easy. And she's gone off ground. Dredge just sweeps out. Gilbertson. Oh, lovely ball down the right wing. No touch. Comes out Sutherland 16. They'll be relieved about that. So Sutherland look like they've gone back to a 2 at the back now with Kane right at the back with Dredge. So she's pulled out of the what they call DM, deep midfield, and moved back to almost a second fullback. She'll push up. Fish down the right. This will be lovely. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Donroe just makes the trap. Oh, foot. Well played. Yates again, Bobby. She doesn't miss many, does she?
Good control. Very safe trap and able to find the hit. Pretty much every time it's come near her, so gonna have to try and avoid her.
I think at all cost. Oh, Sutherland hit. Donroe's got the ball here. Dwyer out wide. There we go, that's better. Sutherland got some width, so then they've got options. Noise good from here. She's gone the 5, so she can play on now. She's going to go in the circle. She'll look for the Tommy here, I think. Oh, she's lined up the other way. It's lovely play. Well kept. Well kept. Yep, bit of a lottery there, that decision. Could have gone either way. Not the best clearance. Straight back to Sutherland. And Hunter on the ball. Strong. Okay, Mosman coming out of defence. Been a pretty even next little bit phase here, Bobby. The first 7 minutes of the second quarter. Both sides have had opportunities.
Both teams with really good attacking strengths at the moment. Neither defence really has a good answer to it so
now,
far.
Bobby, how about that hit? Look at that beautiful technique. Change onto the left foot, pushes through the ball. And I'll tell you what, we haven't got her number, but she hits the ball beautiful, and there should be more of that. Because people back off when you do that. Good tackle again. Here she goes. Let's see what she does here. See how people are backing off her, because she can hit the ball. So people to go in. It's a lovely skill, and it's a lost art in hockey, and I hope it comes back. There it is again. Yep, there's a foot. Guess what? Sutherland are backing away because they're concerned about her hitting.
No one wants to step up to her, do they?
Nah. How good's that? I coach the under-13 side with Coach McClung, and we spend every single Wednesday night hitting. We're going to bring hitting back, Bobby. We're going to bring it back.
You can hear Donnie over on the dugout telling them not to jump.
Yeah, Donnie's saying don't jump.
Easier said than done.
Easier said than done. That hockey ball's hard, and when you whack it hard, it hurts. But it is a great skill. But let me tell you, turn your head, there's one thing that's going to happen. You're going to get hurt. So you've got to stand there and put your stick on the ground. Noi with the foot in the air. Kane tackles, sweeping tackle. Oh, lovely skill. Humphrey, she's got some skill.
Good ball.
Oh, good tackle again. Oh, Fish in the middle, she's safe. She's safe. Is this out to Gordon? Is that Gordon or Hunter? Might be Hunter.
Looks like Jackie Gordon.
Yeah, it does look like Jackie Gordon. Oh, Jack, one too many, one too many. Ball will go right, just safely over the back line. Yeah, Mosman have turned up, Bobby.
They had the numbers to be very dangerous just then.
They didn't drive across a couple of bridges to lose today. They came across here to give it a red-hot crack.
There's still plenty of time.
And there is one of the best hitters of the ball of any female I've ever met. Yasmin Kane absolutely annihilates it. Beautiful ball. Sticks on ground, we'd have been chance. I think Hunter's gone, come on. Idis has come on. Oh, here we go, turnover at the top of the circle. Ball one-on-one with the goalie. Bang! Not a great result, Bobby. Imagine if she was taught how to hit properly.
That's beautiful, unselfish play by the left striker there. I'm not sure who that is.
Yep.
Draws 2 defenders after making that intercept. Square ball to Marina. Just couldn't finish it off.
I just couldn't finish it off. Lovely ball out. Back to Benno.
Yeah, Jess
Lowry coming in.
nearly had another chance
Benno.
there.
Oh, that's a lovely pick up. Well done, Alex. Well played, Noi. Oh, she's turned that back into traffic. Here comes Idis. Penalty against Sutherland. So 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. You know what? This is a real close game. Mosman don't care that they're coming fourth and they're playing the side coming first. They couldn't give. They're going hard. Back to Hunter at the back. She's just running it up. Geez, that's a good ball. Noi heaps of room, heaps of time. That's not a great ball. But anyway, that's all right. We got a turnover. Ball inside, great trap. Mosman. Whoop.
Mosman's press seems to be doing really well at cutting off a lot of Sutherland's ball, trying to go through the middle, open up the field.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very good point. They're doing very well. It's a funny game, hockey. It's like every other sport. If you do the basics well, you do well. But if you go straight up the middle, it won't end well that many times. Gilbertson running a little jink down the wing. Lovely little skill there. She's gone on. Drops it. Just good. Jackie Gordon looks for the pass. Here comes Kristen. Idis over the ball. That's a lovely ball. Geez, that's a good trap. Here we go. One-on-one with the goalie. Ah, superb save. Superb save by Charles. Came out, slid, covered it. Sutherland looking. Sutherland got a short corner. Charles, that was a top-notch save. Came out, one-on-one with Christian Angus and took the ball. Not a fun job, Bobby, being a goalkeeper, but nice when that happens, isn't it?
I mean, your team can't ask much more of you other than that. If you can save one-on-ones, you're doing a hell of a good job.
And she hit the deck, so she made sure the ball couldn't go low, so which would have meant that Agius had to lift it over, and she didn't have to. So the injection will come here from Sutherland. Looks like Idis is at the top. They're doing a traditional stick trap. Just for everyone, the ball must come outside the circle and trap. Idis will do a slide push. She does this beautifully. Watch this. This will be interesting. Ball out. Comes in. There's that slide slash. Oh! They were looking for it. They were looking for it, Bobby. She just didn't get it wide enough. Oh, short corner again. So what Sutherland looking for here? They were looking for Idis to go down the right and for a tap in just outside the left post, Bobby. And my brother's ringing me now, John. So John, I'm live on internet, mate. Hopefully he should be watching, Bobby. What's he ringing me when he should be watching?
He should be online.
Yeah, he goes for the Tigers. Not much else he can go for, is it?
No,
Poor
no
bugger.
point watching them this year.
They're a waste of time. So why is he watching them? Why is he calling me? Okay, Adjust to push out. Now, if I was a betting person here, Bobby, they're going to push that out slap, and Idis is going to go for her slide bottom left corner. That's the objective here. So let's see how it goes. Ball's out. She pushes right. Noi's got heaps of time. She can hit a ball, Noi. She can hit a ball, and there's that lost art of hitting. Noi, she must have had a good coach when she was a kid, Bobby. Eh?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Eh? She must have had a good coach when she was a kid that taught her how to transfer weight on that left foot. Bottom right corner. Sometimes they're the hardest corners to stop. Fair dinkum. Right, the ball at the top, you messes up your scramble. And Noi, who must have been taught how to hit properly when she was younger. Bottom corner, lovely.
She doesn't miss them from that angle, that amount of time.
No.
Scored many of them this year so far, and I'm sure there'll be a few more.
Well done, Kristen. So 2 minutes to go in the first half. Sutherland 2, Mosman 0. And Noi goes for the long pass. It's a little bit of a Hail Mary, but it's nice. Gets us a bit of an outlet there. Out to the right half. Noi back in defence again. Weak position on the back stick. Dredge back on after a little rest. Rejuvenated, undoubtedly. Oh,
Beautiful
lovely pick up
turn.
on Noi. Lovely pick up. Looks wide.
But Mosman again able to pick it up and turn it around.
Well done, Yasmin. Lots of time there. Gilbertson just missed the trap there. That would have been quite an interesting little phase of play there. Mosman coming down the right side.
Gilbertson, another one that coaches a junior team. I think there's quite a number of girls in the Sutho team that all contribute to the junior grades coming through.
Yeah, it's a great sport, hockey. Like it's a very much community-based sport. There's certainly no money in it. You're not going to make much money if you try and be a professional hockey player, but it's lovely to see the SWHL bring us some games to Sutherland, and so we can watch our girls, because it's sometimes hard to get to Homebush on a Sunday afternoon. So nice to have everybody tuned in too. The high press. The striker's got to go, Bobby. Just letting them out. Oh, there we go. Turn.
We say they should go, but it's good they're listening to the players behind them. They're getting the call to fall away, so
Yep.
you got to respect the players behind you.
It's a tough thing, that press, right? There's no right and wrong, and that press ended up well because they marked up and they had their AMs for Mosman covered, they had their DMs for Mosman covered, and now they've put them on the pump, and the hardest hot. There's 9 seconds to go. Can Sutherland do what Mosman did in the first quarter? You know what? No, they're not going to do it. All right. Well, that's half time here at Tradies Hockey Park. The score is Sutherland 2, Mosman 0, and I reckon almost a fair indication of the game. Possibly Sutherland might be 1 goal more than they could be. So we'll hand back to you, Luke.
Thanks, Grant. And I hope you're enjoying the action on your couch at home. As Grant said, the score here at halftime is Sutherland in ML4 2, leading Mosman Harbour 0.
going? Good. How you going? How you going? I'll be there in a sec.
Welcome back to Tradies Hockey Park for the second half of this ML4 clash between Sutherland and Mosman Harbour. See Mosman Harbour coming out onto the field. They'll shortly be joined by Sutherland. Be interesting to see what tactics Mosman Harbour deploy to try to get back this 2-goal deficit. We'll send you back to our commentary team for the beginning of the second half, Grant Hollyman and Ethan Rowley.
Thanks, Luke. Well, hockey doesn't really have an advantage necessarily with wind or direction, but now with just the dark, the shadows coming on, it's pretty even. But if anything, it's a pain for the Sutherland defenders. What you'll see when the ball goes into their back right corner, the sun's really in their eyes. So Mosman might be able to take advantage of that in the first little while, but then the shadows will come in towards the end. We're away, Bobby. There you go, straight down to that bottom corner. Dredge just lets it go over the back line. Sutherland coming out of defence.
See how the back end of this game plays out with fitness as well. Notice Mosman lost a player at half time, so they're down to just one sub. And you look at the Sutherland bench and they've got 4 players sitting over there ready to go. So
hockey's changed, Bobby. Like when I played, we played, even when you played at state level, you never really went off. Now, the elite hockey players have 16 with 5 interchanges, rolling. We never used to do that. If you came off when we were kids, it's because you were playing rubbish. But the advantage now with a big bench is that the ball's always in and you're always running. And so Mosman with 1 reserve, that is a disadvantage with Sutherland with 3 or 4 that I can see over there, Bobby. Yeah.
But as long as you have the trust in your teammates and the people you're rolling on and off, they're going to do just as good a job as the person that came off. It's always an advantage to have fresher legs on the field.
There is Mosman through the centre. Kane, one-on-one with the goalie. Does she have a shot? She does. She has to have a shot. And it's straight through the goalie's pads. Well finished. That is a terrific finish. So game on, Bobby. 2-1, Mosman. Whatever the coach said at half-time, it's worked.
90 seconds into the second half, they're not wasting any time.
I feel for the goalies there, Bobby Coxedge. You know, the hardest save to do is your legs, because you can't sit there with the whole time with those big pads on, and that is just so hard to find. You know, you'll sit there and the score will say 2-1, goalkeeper through the legs, but that's the hardest goal in the world to save. Okay, we're going over to the coach for Sutherland, Coach McClung, and we're going to live stream. This is new. Han, how are you?
Not bad.
Well, we've been up here in the bench and we've been very happy with the first 2 quarters. More even than we thought. What we thought actually you should have gone in maybe a goal up, and then now all of a sudden, you know, it's 2-1. And what was the team talk at half time?
So we were focusing on trying to create those opportunities and win the contest, because Mosman are quite a strong side and they're muscling us off the ball. So Sutherland need to put a bit of grit in it and try and win their position a bit better.
So yeah, a little bit of grit is good, because the whole idea is winning the contest, and I think the contest has been fairly even at this stage.
Yeah, they've come out really hard. They're in a top 14, so it's always going to be a hard game, and we're going to have to play all the way to the end, because as you can see, they've come out hard second half, and we've just got to keep that scoreline in our favour.
And how are the sick girls? Are they playing? Are they going to continue to play the rest of the game?
We have a very sick bench with only 11 players who are fresh. So we're doing lots and lots of subs, and everyone's trialling new positions, which sometimes is a bit nerve-wracking for some of the younger players, but they're doing their best, and I'm happy with that.
And if you move to a back 4 around the back when you're coming out of defence?
Yeah, so we're trying to get an overlap on some of the transfers. We're setting up primarily as a back 3 with that option as a back 4 every so often.
Yeah, we've seen Kane drop back in the back 4. I like it. It's a good option.
So we're looking for the outlet up that right-hand side as well. It hasn't paid off yet, but we'll keep going.
Yeah, no, it's very good. Bobby, you got anything for Han?
So, Hannah, between the first quarter and second quarter, it seemed like the style Sutho was playing changed a lot. Was that your doing, or is Sutho adapting to what Mosman's throwing at them?
So we had a strict talk at quarter time, and I told the girls to get their head in the game and start trying to control the ball. We shouldn't necessarily be reacting to what they're doing, which is what we were doing in the first quarter. And if we maintain the possession, then we will control the tempo of the game.
Excellent, Han. Well, we'll let you go back to coach. You're doing a very good job, but I think you're up against some sturdy competition.
Thanks. See you later.
Bye-bye. So for those of you who that was Hannah McClung, the Sutherland coach. She also coaches the under-13s side, which has 15 players, 10 girls and 5 boys, which is a wonderful experience. An ex-New South Wales player and pregnant at the moment, so having the year off, where we think she'll be back next year. So just thanks for that time, Han. Mosman have the ball on the 25 on a long corner within us.
Well, if she finds herself playing next year, will be a very handy addition to the playing squad. Yeah,
she's a nice hockey player. Whack. We got to get that number 6 name. She smashes the ball. That's lovely. No. She's a very handy hockey player. And it's good to see all the mums come back and play hockey. Yasmin Kane, for example, I can see her 3 kids running around, kicking footies, drinking soft drink. Dad's in charge, so there's no rules. And it's nice to see all the kids coming in and playing, watching their mums play hockey. So all you mums out there that want to play hockey, we want you back, because you're wonderful. And we love to see the kids playing, and hopefully the kids become the next generation of hockey stars. Back to Dredge. Left to, is that Hunter? No, that's Jess. Gordon. Jack Gordon. Ball out right. Oh, well played. Well played. Mosman moving up the right-hand side. This game's changed, Bobby.
Mosman's controlling the ball very nicely at the moment. A little soft there.
Oh, no. I don't think they agreed with that. Okay, here we go. Sutherland into attack. Yeah, just doesn't give up. Ball back out. Look at the ball, the overlap. There we go. Oh, lovely ball through the centre. Noy through the centre. They're dangerous from here, Sutherland. Oh, just goes wide. Beautiful play by Sutherland. Not a bad shot either, Bobby. Missed the goals, but, you know, the right idea. Didn't take a stick off the ball. Stayed on top of the ball. Bottom corner. Could be worse.
Very hard for the goalie to get to that if that sneaks inside the post there.
Yeah.
And didn't waste any time. As soon as she got it, top of the circle, got the shot away, didn't give the defence any chance to get in the way.
Didn't take a stick off the ball. We talk about that all the time, don't we, Bobby? Like, as soon as you take the stick off the ball, the defender's got a chance to get it. She stayed in control of the ball.
Again, very unselfish by the Sutherland attackers coming through to throw that ball straight to the free player to have that shot.
Yes, Megan Mazarek. Apologies if I get that wrong. She played very well. She created that space. She made the tackle. Noy coming across. Oh, Gilbertson from behind.
That's a yellow card last night, Greg.
Well, I saw it, mate, and I didn't believe it. That was a yellow card last night. But anyway, officials always do the best they can. Sometimes not always perfect, but they do the best they can. Here comes Hunter. Oh, she's turned over.
Number 6, always there.
She is. No mismatch, does she? Goes across. Oh, Dredge doesn't miss those traps. Bobby, she just doesn't. Kane coming out of defence. Oh, there we go. Put it into a contest. Mosman get the hit, and fair enough too. Bennett doesn't lose many contests either here. Mosman into with Davey. Davey into the circle. She's on a back stick. Well done. Cox Edge does well. Long corner.
Mosman have shown very good experience here. Much stronger on the ball, more patience, and they're just able to break down the play as Sutho comes forward.
It's a good game, Bobby. I'm enjoying it. Sunday afternoon at Tradies Hockey Park. Where else would you want to be, Bobby? Certainly not at Shark Park after that performance last night, Bobby. Ball goes back into the centre. I also thought Hannah McClung's interview was far more articulate than most of the NRL coaches' post-match interviews, Bobby. Maybe they can take some diction lessons from her. What do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know. Well, Hannah didn't mention the refs or the bunker. So
all right, yeah, so she must have done it incorrectly.
Yeah, maybe she's the one doing it wrong.
Yeah.
But
she's not going to cop a $25,000 fine, is she? Like Uncle Des. Uncle Desi Hasler. He's 7th fine.
But I think the umpires here are doing a much better job than the NRL have been.
I think so. I think they're doing a great job, and we always thank our officialdom.
Oh, beautiful trap.
Trap it is. Oh, Yasmin Kane, I've never seen her miss a trap like that. We'll talk to her after the game about that one, Bobby.
Yeah, got to pull her aside after that.
Yeah. Don't expect that. Oh, lovely ball up the wing. Geez, that's lovely play by Mosman. They've cut inside. Not many options, so they go back. Gilbertson from the wrong side. Lovely tackle. Lovely tackle. Hard to make that tackle. Kane up to Idis. Idis down the right wing. She's gone around the back line. There's no one on the 7-yard spot. Short corner. Lovely play by Kane. Lovely tackle by Gilbertson. It's pretty good hockey then, Bobby.
You don't see that baseline running too much anymore.
I wish we did, mate. I wish we did. But what happens is, as usual, people were ball watching and they ran to the back. There was no one free on the 7th, but Kane was good enough to put it under their foot. So in comes the injection. No one wants to do it. Idis is going to do it. Okay. Now this is a battery. Yasmin Kane is at the top. She hits a beautiful hockey ball. So once again, I think she's setting up to hit. She's going to hit it. So injection coming up. Injection out. Trap. Bang. Oh, just the goals, but she does hit it, doesn't she, Bobby?
That's a bullet, that.
That is a bullet. She pulled it left, which meant her bottom hand had too much power then. But I'll tell you what, not a bad hit.
See a lot of blue shirts around the ball. But Mosman able to work it out wide. Right up to their left winger.
Yeah, she's
Beautiful
going well.
transfer.
Beautiful. Finlayson looks good there. And straight up the middle. Oh, beautiful tackle by Gordon. Geez, that was good hockey. We haven't got number 52's name, so apologies. We can't give her credit for that lovely trap under pressure. But Gordon did so well in defence as well. Ball comes out to Noy. They open it up on the left-hand side. That looks like Turner. Turner turns the ball. Lovely ball up into the left-hand channel. Time there. Doesn't rush, which is good. It turns over.
It's a beautiful play by 86 Mosman there to come forward, get between the Sutho players and keep it moving forward to 52.
I reckon that 52 can play, Bobby. I'd like to get her name. Sign her up. She's playing great hockey. Ball inside to Kristen. Kristen straight up the wing. Oh, they've got Kane up front. They've got Kane centre forward. She must be crook. I've never seen her up there. She'll get a nosebleed up there, Bobby. Oh, no, she's off.
She's not there for long.
Nah, she's off. Mosman, I'll tell you what, Bobby, they're in this. This quarter's gone quick. There's only 3 minutes 40 to go. Well done, Idis. Lovely play. Oh, look at that play. She won't get it, but oh dear. That's unusual for number 6. She usually traps it, but she found a player. She doesn't miss many. Falconer down the left-hand channel. Straight ball into the middle. Kristen just traps. She's got options left and right, and she goes left. Is that one-touch stuff, Bobby? Have I told you I dislike that one-touch stuff, Bobby? Have I ever told you that?
If I had $1 every time you told me that, I don't think I'd be playing hockey.
Well, you could have flown business class to Bali.
Not in Australia, anyway.
No, you could have flown business class to Bali instead of economy, couldn't you? So those of you who don't know, Bobby plays in the second grade Sutherland team and did a hamstring a couple of weeks ago. He's coming back next week. Decided to take a mid-season tour to Bali. Should he have not done a hamstring, he wouldn't have been allowed to do that by his coach, who has rules on those sort of things. But he's back and hopefully playing next week against Sydney Uni. Sutherland through the centre. Noy coming back. Noy traps under possession. Here comes Turner up the left channel. Oh, she looks for the left striker. No one out wide then, Bobby.
That number 6 again.
She don't miss him, mate.
Perfect position.
Yep. She doesn't miss him.
I don't know if Sutherland would have showed up today expecting such a fight from Mosman.
No, it's an interesting one, isn't it? It's they're really putting it to them. You know, the stats are, Sutherland have a 17 goal difference and Mosman have 0, and that Mosman don't care about that. She's through the centre now. Finlayson, she just had no mates. She had no mates up there. So she did the best thing, got a penalty, and now they can get back and in front. Sutherland look like they're chucking 11 behind the ball. Yeah, you're throwing 11 behind the ball, no outlets up front. No, 10 behind the ball.
We might have the 11th coming.
Here she comes. Straight through the centre. There's just no one there, is there?
That's Sonia again. No options.
Okay, Gordon takes the ball out. Oh, that's a good ball. Well done, Turner. She traps as well as a little brother, probably better than a big brother. What do you reckon?
Might have to bring her to second grade training and get her to show them how it's done.
Yeah, I think so too.
Maybe we could get most of these girls to training.
Well, they're trapping better than we do. I'll give you the red hot tip. Their coach hasn't probably got as many grey hairs as I've got, Bobby, because they can trap. Ball goes out right. Number 6 again. Oh, jeez. I think that hit her in the shoulder, did it? Oh, how tough is she, Bobby? Hasn't even flinched.
Yep.
How good's that?
Not a worry in the world.
Dwyer, how tough is she? Didn't even flinch.
Taking a few deep breaths.
Yeah. Look at her. How good's that, Bobby? That's why you play hockey. You're tough. I'll play another sport if you're not tough, but you play hockey. Dwyer didn't even look. Here she comes. She's coming in. I'd like her to score a goal now, Bobby. That'd be good.
Straight onto the ball. Beautiful pass down the left.
Oh, and then she forces her short corner. How good is she? Oh, and just so you know, the hooter's gone. But in hockey, in a quarter, you have to play out the short corner, and it's a huge advantage. So you can put 11 bodies on the circle, push it out. Bear in mind, Mosman can only have 5 behind the line, so 4 runners and a goalkeeper, and you can have 11. Once the ball goes outside the 5-yard mark, it's in. So what you can see is Sutherland backing up, Dredges at the top. They should be all running in, Bobby. They should be all running in. I'll tell you what's going to happen here. It's going to be a trap, and Dredge will have a hit here.
We really need Jackie Gordon to step inside the dots here as well.
She really does. And Dredge has a hit, so it's game on. Still game on, everybody. Dredge second shot. Oh! Sutherland wide. Oh. So that was actually that was a good end to the quarter, but poor execution by Sutherland. They should have been more organised at the top of the circle. The 3/4 time score, Sutherland 2, Mosman 1. 17 minutes to go. We'll see you soon.
Well, it looks like we could be in for a thrilling finish here, Tradies Hockey Park. Grab a quick drink and get back to your lounge chair, because the final quarter is coming, and Sutherland ahead by 1 goal over Mosman Harbour. Well, I hope you've had something to drink, and you've got something nice in your hand to enjoy this final quarter. It's been a great day of hockey here at Tradies Hockey Park. I want to thank all the volunteers, particular Nicola, Alyssa, Amy, Felicia, Hannah, Grant, Ethan, and everybody that's put in to help today. But we're going to pass you over back to the commentary team for this final quarter.
All right, Bobby, 17 minutes to go. What do you think?
I think going into that 3rd quarter time, Mosman could breathe a sigh of relief after that short corner. But only 1 goal behind going into the 4th. They're definitely still in this.
Yep, Sutherland on the back line. Time here, goes back to the back. Noy will have a shot here, and that's that. No. Well, great defence by Mosman. Great defence.
Beautiful by Rachel Lowry. Getting the stick to that shot.
Noy's dangerous up there. We saw her score a goal in the 2nd quarter from the top of the circle where she banged at bottom corner. That was a great touch. Great touch. Kane over the top of the ball. Okay, so touch outside the circle. It's game on now. The ball can go into the centre. So Kane can go straight in. Oh, good trap. Good strong trap there.
We see Mosman playing 11 behind the ball now. Not giving them much of an outlet, but here goes Sonia again. One of Mosman's best players so far today.
She's got skill, Bobby. She's got skill. She stands over the ball. She's got stick feints. She just needed some mates there. Get up with her. Good tackle. Good tackle.
That's
Very
what
good
comes
tackle.
with having 11 behind the ball, isn't it?
Yep, that's the problem. You've got no outlets. Another one of my favourite subjects, Bobby. We won't go into it now. Clark came out very well then. Oh, she's not going to miss that trap, Noy. Looks like Noy's gone into DM. Bobby. I think she was playing AM. It looks like she's dropped a little bit in the DM. Kane's gone back.
Yep, looks like Noy and Sarah. And then Kane in the middle at the back is a very strong spine.
Jeez, I'll tell you what, Kane's gone from DM to centre striker to sweeper.
You bring Iris into the equation if she was 100%. Doesn't get much better of a spine than that.
No, it's a good spine. It's a good spine. Up there with the shark spine, Bobby. Hey, Nico Hines. How good additions he's been. Didn't have his best game last night, but that's okay. Okay, so the ball over the back line. Sutherland got 16, 14 minutes left. Important points these, important points. Just to remind you, you get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw. So, you know, Mosman, if they can sneak one home here, be a draw. Must be cold over there, Bobby. Donny's got his jumper on. We don't see Donny don the jumper very often. Must be getting cold over there.
Yeah, you can see a few of them all the coaching staff, a few of the subs even have jackets on.
They brought up the centre. Oh, geez, that's a good trap. That's unlucky. That was well played. Well, I think the Sutherland girls have come out pretty hard this fourth quarter, sorry. Sutherland's hit, Kane over the ball. Into the centre to Noy, back to Kane, that's nice hockey. Oh, Kane, she must be good. Tackle by Noy, over she goes, but it was a lovely tackle. Oh, Mosman kept it in for some reason. I reckon that was off Noy. Fish coming out. Big high press by Mosman. Mosman looked for the player inside, Dredge. Safe, very safe. Oh, geez, a sneaky little foot there. I think Sutherland a bit lucky there. Looked like a sneaky little foot to me, Bobby.
The umpire's right there. Hopefully he doesn't miss any obvious ones.
Oh, lovely play. Gilbertson out of defence. He's played on. Very, very, very good officialdom there. In hockey, where there's a penalty, and the side that has the ball has the advantage, you can play that on. You don't have to stop the game. And that is very good umpiring by that particular gentleman. So Gilbertson over the ball. Because what happens when you get a penalty? It just stops, Bobby. You don't want the game to stop. You want it to flow.
Yep, the less the whistle goes, the better the game is.
Without doubt. There's number 6 again. She's having a cracking game, Bobby. Cracking game.
And again, Sonia winning the free hit. Oh, the striker's going to keep this in. Oh, not quite.
Good contest down this right wing. Hunter's got her hands full with the Mosman players, and Gilbertson coming back to help. Kane out of defence. Oh, that's a beautiful pass. Bobby, what am I going to say about that trap? What am I going to say? Get on your forestick. Get on your forestick. No need to trap that on your back stick.
All the time in the world to get around it.
Yeah. If you can, trap it on your forestick. Back stick's a weak position. Leaves the ball out there for people to go and hunt for. Well, Sutherland certainly haven't put this game away yet. It's 2-1 and it's still game on.
Very important game for both teams. Sutherland needs the points. They're only one point clear of second place. Provided second place gets the win today. Very important. Sutho keeps up. And Mosman sitting in fourth to 8th. They're all equal on points.
Is that right? 4th
So-
to 8, all equal on points. This is massive for
So
Mosman.
very important that Mosman pick up points here as well.
They got a long drive to home too. They don't want to go home without points in the back of their cars. A couple of bridges, a couple of tolls. So, well done, Dredge. Safe at the back to to Christian in the middle. Oh, geez, that's a good tackle, but Sutherland away. She's got one hand on a stick.
Ooh, back of the stick there.
Absolutely back of the stick. And Clark, what am I going to say, Bobby? What do you think I'm going to say there? Hey?
You're
Get
going
on
to say
your
it
four
anyway.
stick.
Come on.
Get it on your 4 stick. You're in a weak position. Get it on your 4 stick. Here we go. Ball comes out the right. Oh, lovely skill. Lovely skill. And gets the hit. Ball out the back. Number 6. She's a good player. She doesn't miss much. What you can hear in the background is all the kids playing on the hill. It's just great to have all the kids at hockey. A couple of them are hockey players as well. They come down through the Sutherland Minky program and playing the under-13s and under-15s. Dredge, nice trap. I don't know if she's missed a trap today, Bobby. I think she's been pretty good. Mosman coming through the left channel. Oh, here we go. Shot from the top of the circle. Oh. Sorry, mate.
Shots from both teams missing to the left of the goal today.
Like one of those bowling balls, Bobby. Maybe it's off centre. It's rolling out to the left.
Field's not flat.
Field probably isn't. Well, the field isn't flat, as we know. It runs off. I'm not sure if that's making the difference. Mosman down the inside right channel. Oh, well played.
Yeah, it's going really good. We've we've done a few little things here and there, but it wasn't anything.
Hunter still strong in defence there. Chris is in here. Good stick on the ground. Lowry goes all right too, Bobby. She don't make many mistakes.
She's finding herself in the right position and she's winning the free hits whenever she has the ball.
Back to Yates, opening up the field. It's a nice play by Mosman.
Very good patience.
Bit of hit on hope up the centre there. I don't know if that was the ball, but Sutherland coming out. I think Mosman's on the top here.
We go Kane with the ball on the right. Finds Iris moving forward. Beautiful play down the right. A little bit hopeful, but it comes off.
Oh, what a ball across. Oh, well kept. Well kept. That's it's a strong save. So the ball goes back to the 25 for a long corner. Kane at the top of the 25. She's done the 5. Oh, no. Rightfully so. Kevin Margerson, the officialdom, says, hey, you can't take it in 5 yards. You've got to take it from the sideline. And he got that 100% right. Kane using all her experience. Hate it, Bobby, hate it. But Kane using all of her experience, trying to get a sneaky 5 yards in. Fair enough.
Trying to get all the advantage she can. And
good on you, Kev Marcus. Oh, Idis, skill. She gets a hit. Now, bear in mind, we have to take the ball 5 yards here. And Idis is saying to Kev Marcus, she chucked a foot out. Deliberate, should have been short corner. What do you reckon, Bobby? I think I'm with Kev Margetson here. I don't think that was deliberate.
Yeah, I don't think Kev's done anything wrong there. Oh, she's left the ball behind.
She's left the ball behind twice. Oh, well played, Mosman. Well played. Good defence. Oh, she doesn't miss those. Ball back to the top of the circle. Noi coming in. She'll go to the back stick, Thomas here. And shot.
Beautiful save.
Okay. So 6 minutes to go, Bobby. Sutherland are not comfortable yet. This 3 points is well short of in the bank.
I think they're feeling pretty nervous. You can hear the calls being barked from the dugout for the players to fall out. They really don't want to give up this lead.
Mosman 11 behind the ball again. Now, when we say 11 behind the ball, that means there's 11 inside trying to defend. And so Mosman have no outlets. But it's a very strong defensive position. So if they turn over here, they won't be able to get up the field, but they don't care. They just don't want to let another goal. Here comes Idis round the back. She's been double marked. Are you allowed to say double manned in women's hockey? Probably not. Double womaned. They still say man on. It's a tough one.
You can say anything now.
Yeah, I don't know if you can, Bobby. But
Maybe not anything, but
my HR department says I can't, as a matter of fact. So the ball goes back to Dredge. Yes, you can see 11 behind the ball, so lots of options. Oh, what am I going to say, Bobby? What am I going to say?
it's been happening all game, and it's let them down.
Got to trap it. She was in such a strong position to trap it. Well played, Mosman.
Sure, that's something Hannah would have realised and will bring up during the week at their training.
Yeah, McClung will talk about that, I'll tell you.
Beautiful tackle there by Sonia. She runs into her own teammate.
That's unlucky. Touch on Sutherland. Oh, lovely skill again. Play on. Oh, Kev gave her, the officialdom gave her that. Sometimes if there's an infringement and it's not influencing play, you don't give it to them. But he says that was influencing play, and it probably was. Shot for Sutherland. Oh. Deflection at the top. Great save. Great save. Here we go. Oh, Sutherland back in. Long corner.
That's great desperation by Dwyer in there to get the touch, and then the second effort.
And Charles, goalkeeper. I like this Charles as a goalkeeper. She won't let many easy ones in. I'll give you the red hot tip. Gilbertson coming round. Noyes going for the back stick, Tomer. Oh, jeez. She got Yates in the head then. Is there any blood?
Never
Courageous.
good to see that.
No.
Wrong side of the shot. Brave to go in from there.
Very brave. Very brave.
It's good to see her up.
No. We don't play, that's rule.
No, she's going to come off. No good to see that sort of stuff. Yates showed a lot of courage there. Noy was on the back stick, and she went in and she saved it. And she put so much pressure on Noy that Noy missed the shot. And I'll tell you what, if that goes in, Bobby, that's the end of the game. And Yates was gutsy. She got in there, had a red-hot dig, and Noy didn't execute. Without her on there, Noy would have had a free shot at goal. And you'd back her in from there, wouldn't you?
And she's still running off the field to make sure her team's got as much time as possible to drag this game back.
Okay, I reckon that's a long corner, Bobby.
Yeah, touch off Sutherland there.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, it's a long corner. So, pass up the wing, looking for a player. 2 minutes to go. McClung on the bench is going to be a little bit nervous, Bobby.
11 behind the ball, not taking any chances.
Right, I would stick 11 behind the ball now, Bobby. 2-1 down. Oh, tackle.
Beautiful.
Now she's got to keep possession here now. She just can't throw it away. So she's very well played. Very, very well played. Oh, that's well played by Sutherland. Just a turnover there, but that was lovely control of the ball.
It's a shame we don't have this number 6's name.
Yeah, she's having a ripper game. Ball out left. Minute 35. Now, let me tell you, everybody, a minute 35 in a hockey is an eternity. There's no need for either team to rush anything here. Ball back into the centre. A little bit of time. And a bit of hit and hope there, Bobby.
Yep.
Wasn't the ball.
Gives it away.
Yeah, but then she made up for it. What a tackle.
Still
Okay, so we just sit there. Sutherland, a little bit of time. Oh, lovely skill. Lovely skill. Yep. Oh, that's well done by Sutherland. It's well done. Now, what they should do here is be composed. They're not. They've just gone straight in, and they've just gone straight in and turned over. 56 seconds there, Bobby. Could have chewed up 20 seconds just standing over the ball, talking about the weather. It'll be interesting to see what they do here.
No, lucky the Mosman defender coming out wasn't able to find the pass. They're able to break it down.
40 seconds here. Kane will use experience here. She'll keep the ball on a stick for as long as possible. Wait till there's something on and then find it. Yeah, that's experience. Ball goes in. Lots of time. So once again, Kane takes the ball. Gordon said, nah, Yasmin, you take that. Now Yas will sit in this corner for a bit now. Put it in the circle. Short corner, this will be in the match. Coach killer that, doesn't matter. They're not going up the other end now with 11 seconds to go. So it's going to end up here, Sutherland 2, Mosman 1. I'll tell you what, Bobby, it's been a good game.
It wasn't the prettiest win by Sutherland, but they've got the result. Mosman did not make it easy for them in any way. But, you know, when you get the points, you can't complain too much, but there's plenty for Sutherland to work at training during the week. And Mosman can walk away, I would say, with their heads held pretty high.
I reckon they can their heads held high, Bobby. So thank you all very much, and we'll put you back to Luke. It's been lovely being with you this afternoon.
Special thank you to Grant and Bob, Ethan Rowling, for your commentary this afternoon and your expert analysis. That's full time, and congratulations to Sutherland. 2-1 winners over Mosman Harbour. We thank the Mosman Harbour Club for allowing us to stream today. And we thank everybody for tuning in. We hope to bring you more Sutherland action in the weeks ahead, so stay tuned. All the action will be on C Sport, that's the community streaming YouTube channel. So feel free to like and subscribe that channel. And you'll get notifications when the next games are coming up. But that's it here from this lovely Sunday afternoon. The hockey's been on since 8 a.m. this morning. And it's been a great day here at the Sutherland Shire. Thank you everybody, and bye for now.